beautiful Sagittarian friends, and welcome to your horoscope for March of 2021, where this month we welcome the spring equinox, which means this month, Sagittarius, we've got a fresh start available to us. We've got the sun moving into initiation energy of Aries, fellow fire energy. So this month, I think, is actually one that just in general feels kind of good to you. And as a whole in 2021, March is really a gem of a month because we've also got all of the planets moving forward. We're at the equinox. There's a lot of ease that is actually available energetically in March, and you really want to make sure you're taking beautiful advantage of that. Not to mention it's an air year, you're a fire sign. There's a lot of ease of motion that is available to you if you take advantage of the timing. So we'll get into all of that in just a second, Sagittarius, but keep in mind that the eat and greets are still going and happening, and you can find out who's coming, when they're coming, what we're going to talk about, all of that good stuff, their bios, on my website at stormiegrace.com. Right there on the homepage is a beautiful calendar to show you the list of guests and other astro happenings that are happening all year long as well, okay? Like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and if you haven't already hit the notification bell, please hit it. So as we're doing things, as content launches out, if we do a live session, something impromptu, you are notified and you can get right on board and into the deliciousness with us, okay? All right, Saggy, let's get in here and see what is going on. So first of all, when we come into the month, March 3rd welcomes Mars moving into the energy of Gemini, which is right across the street from you. So it's in your polarity, okay? Now, Mars in the energy of your 7th house space, which is what's lit up. This is all about conscious, chosen one-on-one relationships. But it is also a place where it's not just romantic relationships, not just business relationships. These are relationships as well that talk about your relationship with the divine, your relationship with yourself and your body, Sagittarius. Your relationship with your mind and your body are especially highlighted under this energy as well. But as Mars comes into the 7th house, Mars brings action, energy, movement, assertion. There's a desire to have this area be in motion. So you could definitely see at a romantic or a relationship level, you're motivated, you're moving, you've got a lot going on in this particular area. Maybe even because it's Gemini, you're just having a lot of conversation in all areas. This can be romance, this can be work, this can be business, this can be legal things, this can be in negotiations that are happening. Gemini is quite savvy in that area, okay? But watch for the energy to pick up around your relationships or relating areas of your chart at this time. Now on the 13th, we've got a new moon in the energy of Pisces at 23 degrees. This is going to light up the 4th house space. Now a new moon is when we're going to plant our seeds of intention, but we plant them in the dark. We plant in the soil of magic. So what we're asking for a fresh start on, or a fresh perspective on, you're doing it based out of intuition. It is speaking to you through your intuition. It is speaking to you through your instincts of what's going on. It is not so logical when you're under a new moon, especially one in Pisces. So you're going to have to trust that intuition, trust your vision, trust guidance of elder people or things from the past. Look to those resources for information. Now the 4th house, home, family, real estate, property, your roots, your lineage, women in your life, people in your life that happen to be of feminine energy, okay? Your psychological roots and foundations, your security, that all lives in the 4th house space. So as you're trusting your intuition and you're looking for a fresh start here in the family or domestic or even where you're living zone, you're going to want to trust your instincts around what's happening in this particular area. For some of you, this will absolutely bring a move to the table, but I just as equally think that as we have the full moon at the end of the month in the energy of Libra, even though that's a little bit of a different energy for you, Sagittarius, it made me think that maybe you're hot to trot and on the move over there. So just know that as you plant your seeds of intention. Now on the 15th, Mercury is going to move into the energy of Pisces as well, so also lighting up that 4th house space. Now Mercury in Pisces is said to be in fall because he's just not as strong here. Mercury wants facts and details, and he wants it quick. He wants to move. And in the energy of Pisces, there's no facts. There's no we're moving quickly. It's very much so trying to think and process logically in water. So it can be a little bit of a challenge. But what I can tell you is a really great alignment of Mercury in Pisces is to align your emotional intelligence. Head, heart, bring these together. It's in your fourth house. So also look at this time, where does your family life, your domestic life, where is there need to be some decisions made? Some conversation, maybe some healing, maybe some play and creativity, and let that be available to you through the use of this Mercury energy. Plus, we just recently had a moon as well. But nonetheless, home zone is pretty well active before the 20th of the month. Then on the 20th, we're going to see the sun move into the energy of Aries. This lights up your fifth house space, okay? Joy, play, self-expression, taking a risk, conception, and that's conception of children or ideas. Maybe you have a business idea that you launch out here. Games, sports, teams, they're all right here in this fifth house. Now, as the sun is here in energy, it brings light, heat, life, and vitality to what? To Aries, to move, to take initiation on things. But Aries is also the sacred gardener. Right? So remember, you could just as well be initiating, planting something fruitful and abundant for yourself in your fifth house area. What's beginning for your children or people who are children-like in your life? Look to this energy to see that as well. But this energy is supercharged. And now you're going to change some of that focus from being so much in the fourth house. You'll still have decision making happen there. But the energy is like, okay, well, I'm ready to begin or express something new. Now, this also walks us square into the spring equinox, equal day, equal night. So it's always a good idea at this check-in point to see what's in balance, what's out of balance, okay? Because this is a really expansive, lovely, grounded energy on this day to make some progress forward into a new venture of some variety. Then on the 21st, we see Venus moving into the energy of Aries, also lighting up the fifth house space. But Venus is a magnetizer. So she's also pulling some relationships, pulling some money, pulling some harmony, pulling a little bit of that Venus magic into this area of your chart. So if you do have ruffled feathers in this area of your life, or you've been feeling like you just haven't been quite sure how to get something started, Venus will actually bring a little diplomacy, a little harmony. And so it makes it so that it's a little bit clearer for you. Now, I think too in the fifth house, because this is a romance house, a house of desire, Venus moving in here, sun moving in here, the equinox, it's just a very big energy. This is good for romance. So if you were ready to go on that date, you're ready to take it up a notch, this is a wonderful energy to do that with, okay? Now, on the 22nd, the week gets a little bit iffy, so I'll actually be covering that a little bit more in depth in the weekly video. So make sure you click the card up here to watch the weekly video and what's going on. Now, as we're going to close out this month on the 28th, we've got a full moon in the energy of Libra at 8 degrees. This lights up your 11th house space, okay? So the full moon says that something needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted. We need to course correct a little bit here, and that's okay. But there's all of this light, so you're not wandering in the dark trying to figure out what needs your attention. This is actually a really helpful time. It bubbles up from an emotional place so that we can see, what do we need to Libra? Rebalance. Where do we need to relook at our relation or our interaction in relationships at the what? 11th house. Friends, social media, social grouping levels. Are you in the right relationship, Sagittarius, with people who can help you move to that next level, your long range plans, goals, and designs? This moon is going to be a really nice time to breathe in what is, whether it's been conscious, subconscious, unconscious. All the light that you're presented here gives you the information you need to either end, acknowledge, or make an adjustment here for sure. Now, I will tell you, I have seen it plenty of times when we do get a full moon activation in the 11th house. Friendships or groupings that you've been a part of can definitely get a kink in the chain. So just keep your eyes out for it. And remember that when you're listening to a horoscope, especially a general one, they're built to help you understand the energies that are coming around so that you can figure out how you'd like to conduct yourself in those moments, knowing a little bit ahead of time what's coming. So I look forward to seeing how you've maneuvered and you've worked and what's manifested for you this month. So please leave it for me in the comment section down below. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I love you a ton, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Sag.